Children, we are still doing Harold our Hornbill, okay, chapter 6, page number 76. I had finished explaining the chapter, so I'll just do a quick recap or a revision of the chapter, okay. Now, this story is written by Ruskin Bond. He is 86 years old and he lives in Missouri, okay, and then he's written a lot of stories for children, okay. So this story is about Harold. Harold is a hornbill or a bird, hornbill bird, okay. So the author Ruskin Bond did not buy Harold. Harold just fell into his grandfather's house and then started living with them, okay. Harold was not very good looking, okay, but he was very sweet natured. That means he was a very sweet person and he was very fond of eating. He used to love eating. So whoever fed him or gave him food, they were his best friends, okay. So Harold and the author, they became good friends. So Harold used to offer beetles and similar insects or delicacies to Ruskin Bond, to the author, okay. But obviously the author, the boy could not eat it, okay, because we don't eat insects and all, right. So occasionally or once in a while they did share a banana, okay. Now Harold was so fond of eating that if the food was delayed or a little bit late also, he would start making a loud sound and then would start banging on the window, the wooden part of the window, okay. Now then he didn't have any family, he didn't have any religion, he didn't have any profession, or he was not working, right. He didn't have anything much to do. So he really looked after himself or after his physical appearance, the way he looked, okay. Like we get up in the morning and we brush and we comb our hair and all like that. Harold would brush his feathers with the help of his beak, okay. And then he had a small gland, okay, that produced a rich yellow fluid. So Harold would dip his beak in that fluid and then rub on his feathers at the back, okay. So whenever the author, the boy here, okay, touched Harold, that color would come off in his or to his hands, okay. And Harold would play with anything that was shining, glittery, and often swallowing it afterwards, eating it afterwards, okay. He loved bananas and dates and balls of boiled rice. So the author would throw rice balls at Harold and then Harold would catch it with the beak, okay. He had become so perfect in it that he would become an excellent baseball catcher or an excellent slip fielder in cricket, okay. So once Harold even took or seized a rupee coin from the author and then swallowed it, okay. That was 1 week's pocket money, okay. Then Harold, the author never saw Harold drinking water, okay. The author here is a small boy. So the boy never saw Harold drinking water, okay, but he loved the rain, but Harold loved the rain. So they always knew that it would start raining, okay, because Harold would start chuckling to himself. Chuckling is laughing quietly, okay, to himself about an hour before the first raindrops fell. So that's how everyone used to know through Harold that it was going to rain, because he would start chuckling, okay. And this used to irritate Aunt Ruby, okay. She was always getting caught in the rain, okay. Maybe Aunt Ruby had some work out in the town, so she would just go without an umbrella and then Harold will be chuckling because he would know that it would rain, right. But when Aunt Ruby went outside and then when she came back, she would be fully drenched in wet. She would be completely wet, okay. And then Harold would be in a fits of laughter or uncontrollable laughter, he could not control his laughter, okay. So as the as the storm or as the wind started blowing, stronger, or as the storm clouds would gather and gusts of wind would shake the banana trees, Harold would get very excited and his chuckle or laugh would change into an eerie whistle or a strange whistle, because he would get so excited, you know, in the rain. Okay. Then wee, that is how he would scream. So as the rain would start hitting the veranda steps, he would start roaring with pleasure. That means he would make a loud sound. Okay, he really enjoyed the rain, and then he would you know, spread his wings and dance. Okay, tumbling or, you know, falling suddenly, like, you know, clumsily about like a circus clown. Okay, and sometimes the author and the grandparents, the author's grandparents, would even go to the veranda and share Harold's happiness, because he would be so excited in the rain. Okay, to see the rain or to get wet in the rain or play in the rain. Okay, so Harold, as I told you in the previous class, Harold lived for 12 years. So Harold is no longer alive here. Okay, now, so now the poet, who is a little boy here, still misses Harold. Okay, so if there is a heaven for good hornbills, I sincerely hope he is getting all the summer showers or the rain, okay, he could wish for, and plenty of tennis balls to catch. Okay, like the way the author had taught him. So he is missing, the author is missing Harold. Okay, so the main characters in the story are Harold the Hornbill, okay, author Ruskin Bond, who is a little boy here, Aunt Ruby, and the grandparents, grandfather, grandmother. Okay, because Harold fell in front of the grandfather's house. Okay, so that is how they started living with the author's family. Okay, so if you have any doubts, please ask me. All right, I will give you the question answers in the next class, and please do it in the copy. Okay, and last class I had given you, I had told you to do to make a slam book. I hope you have done it, right? And please, you can send it to me, I will check it for you. Okay, thank you, have a nice day. Why is it?